Dana hid the truth about Robby, and it changes everything. There's something about episode 12 that just sits with you. Not because of the chaos. We've seen chaos before. Not because of the cases. This ER is always a mess. It's something quieter than that, something uncomfortable, because for the first time, it really feels like everyone is starting to notice the same thing. Robby is not okay. And Dana, she sees it the clearest. But instead of saying exactly what she's thinking, she holds back. And that moment right there, that hesitation, might be one of the most important moments of the entire season. So when you go back and watch their argument again, it hits different. At first, it plays like a normal clash. Robby and Dana have always had that energy. They push each other, they argue, they don't hold back. But this time, there's weight behind it. Dana isn't just frustrated, she's scared. You can hear it in her voice. You can see it in the way she looks at him, like she's trying to figure out how far gone he really is. When she tells him he's tempting death, that's not her being dramatic. That's her being honest. And Robby does what Robby always does. He deflects, turns it into something smaller than it is, makes it about the motorcycle, makes it about the trip. But the truth is, Dana isn't talking about the motorcycle at all. She's talking about him, about the way he's been moving through the world lately, the way he's been carrying himself like nothing really matters anymore. And this is where the scene becomes something deeper, because Dana has a choice in that moment. She can say what she's really thinking, or she can hold it in. And you can actually feel that pause, like she almost says it, like the words are right there. You're not just leaving, you're running. Or even worse, you don't care if something happens to you. But she doesn't go there. She stops herself. And that silence, that's not weakness. That's fear. Because saying it out loud would make it real, and maybe even worse, it might not change anything. That's the part that hurts the most about Dana's position. She understands something that a lot of people don't. When someone gets to that mental space, that place where they're detached, exhausted, just done, you can't force them back. You can't just confront them and expect them to snap out of it. Sometimes pushing too hard only makes them shut down more. So Dana does what people do when they're scared of losing someone. She softens it. She circles the truth instead of saying it directly. She argues about the symptoms instead of naming the problem. But here's what makes episode 12 really powerful. It's not just Dana seeing this, it's everyone. And the show doesn't scream it at you. It lets it build quietly. Duke, in his own way, calls it out. He tells Robby that if he doesn't leave now, he might never leave. And that sounds like encouragement on the surface, but underneath, it feels like he's recognizing something deeper. Like he knows Robby isn't just trying to take a break, he's trying to escape something. Then you have McKay. And her line, that might be one of the most important in the entire episode. She talks about people who like to get close to the edge, who treat it like a challenge, and how eventually they all find it. That's not random dialogue. That's the show telling you exactly where Robby is heading, not physically, mentally. And once you start putting all of this together, a pattern starts to form. Every conversation Robby has in this episode points to the same idea. He's getting closer to a line, and everyone around him can see it, except him. Or maybe he does see it and just doesn't care. That's what makes this storyline so unsettling, because on the surface, Robby is still functioning, he's still working, still making decisions, still showing up. But emotionally, there's distance, there's this quiet detachment that wasn't there before. And the show keeps hinting at it in small ways, the way he reacts to stress, the way he brushes things off, the way he avoids real conversations. It all adds up. And then you have the motorcycle. Because let's be honest, that's not just a random detail. The show keeps bringing it up for a reason. The no helmet, the long trip, the way people react when he talks about it. It's all intentional. But the motorcycle isn't the danger. It's the symbol. It represents freedom, sure. But more than that, it represents risk, control, the ability to walk away from everything. And for someone in Robby's state, that's a dangerous combination, because it's not just about riding. It's about not caring what happens while you're riding. And that brings us back to the question everyone is asking. Is Robby actually going to die? The show definitely wants you to think about it. It's planting all the pieces, setting up all the warning signs, making you feel like bad is coming. But if you look deeper, this might not be about physical death at all. This might be about something quieter, something slower. The idea of someone losing their connection to everything that once grounded them, their purpose, their relationships, their sense of self. Because in a way, that kind of loss can be just as devastating. And that's why Dana's silence matters so much, because she sees it. She understands exactly what's happening to him. And she also understands something even harder. She might not be able to fix it. So instead of saying the one thing that could break everything open, she holds back, hoping that maybe, just maybe, Robby will find his way back on his own. But here's the real question the episode leaves us with. What if he doesn't? What if this isn't just a phase? What if this isn't just burnout? What if this is the beginning of something much darker? Because everything in episode 12, every line, every conversation, every warning feels like it's building toward a moment, a choice. And right now, Robby is standing right at the edge of it. And maybe the most heartbreaking part of all of this is that Dana knows it. She sees where this could go. She feels it before it even happens. But knowing something and being able to stop it are two very different things. So now I want to hear from you. Do you think Robby is actually in danger, or is the show setting us up for something completely different? And more importantly, did Dana make the right choice by staying quiet, or was that the moment she needed to say everything, no matter what it cost? At the end of the day, episode 12 isn't really about the chaos in the ER. It's about something much quieter and, honestly, much more dangerous. It's about a man who looks like he's still in control, still showing up, still doing his job, but inside, something is slowly slipping. And the scariest part? The people closest to him can see it. Dana sees it. McKay feels it. Even the people who barely know him are starting to pick up on it. But nobody can quite stop it. And that's what makes this episode hit so hard, because it doesn't give you your answer. It leaves you sitting with that tension, with that feeling that something is coming, something that could change everything, whether it's a physical accident or something deeper, something internal. The show is clearly building toward a breaking point. And right now, Robby is standing right on the edge of it. So the real question isn't just, is Robby going to die? It's this. Is Robby still fighting to stay, or has part of him already let go? And depending on that answer, episode 12 might not just be another chapter in his story. It might be the moment everything truly started to fall apart.